devastating impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman.
And they don't just play offense in Green Bay. Their defense plays pretty darn well, too. And, look, Clay Matthews did not play against Detroit, so your pass rush may get tamped down a little bit. But Julius Peppers got increased snaps. He still looks like he's a spry young Colt out there. Nick Perry was an absolute force off the edge against Detroit. And Mike Daniels is one of the most underrated defensive tackles in the league.
By the way, did you eat any cheese when you were up in Green Bay this past weekend?
As soon as I got off the plane.
That'll boy. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Ryan to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fat.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The left side throw complete to Adams. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One receiver left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Coleman now. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
From midfield now, here's Ryan surveying the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Green Bay will get ready to go again on offense. And right now, the Packers, they're in a stretch where they don't play another road game until October 30th. 4 straight home games and a bye mixed in as well.
And they're counting on using that time to really get things right. So much discussion going into the game against Detroit. What's going on with Green Bay's offense? They hadn't hit 300 yards in their first couple of games, and there was a lot of concern. But Aaron Rodgers and that offense really played well against the Lions, and they think they've got things figured out.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide recent offense nowadays.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Rodgers again now. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D looking like they may blitz. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme there. And it's 3rd and 5. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, Lacey. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, this is Micah Hyde. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And out of bounds there on the kick. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Well, partner, in the spirit, a team so far that hasn't done very well that you still like a lot.
Arizona. That's who I would propose that we talk about. Is that okay? Is that
you
good
go,
for the topic?
You go. I'll finish with mine. You
okay,
go.
I'm going to say Arizona. 1-2 start, but 3 of their next 4 games are within the division before they finish off the month of October at Carolina, the defending NFC champions, the team that they lost to for the right to go to the Super Bowl. This is going to be a big month coming up for them.
And New York, well, the Giants are 2-1, so not a bad start. They did play bad in Week 3, but they have a pretty favorable schedule that lines up the rest of the way.
I think that's okay. I'm not sure we actually debated it or if we just discussed it.
Look at us, reaching across party line. Shake my hand.
There you go. That's called reaching across the aisle. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Defense showing blitz. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson from 10 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Perry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense?
but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, 6:30.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. It's a 4-yard pickup. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. And here now come the Falcons. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me,
Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a...
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, 36 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's Ryan to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 78 yards. And the Falcons will add it 2 before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the
Touchdown, Packers! Ty Montgomery 4 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Fighting through. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan wants to throw it. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. It's still